Hey everybody, it's Phil O'Keefe here from Harmony Central with another review preview video for you. This is something that I've wanted to get into for quite a long time and have just never managed to do it before now. But this is something from our friends at Radial Engineering up in Canada. And what this is a six-pack. And the six-pack is part of their workhorse line of 500 series products. This is compatible with the old API 500 series modules, and it is a 6-base module and power supply that holds up to 6 different pro audio type modules. And these modules could be anything from preamps to compressors, equalizers. There's also some other goodies out there on the market. We have not been able to test any of these because up till now I have not owned a power supply or rack unit for them. We now have one here, and Radial has also thoughtfully sent along several of their modules for us to test out and review. So we'll be getting to those over time and doing them one at a time or one or two at a time. But for right now, I want to focus on the actual power supply unit itself, the Radial 6-pack. So we're going to open it up, take a look at some of the basic features of it, and I'll have a full review of that here for you shortly, followed by a review of individual modules as well. So let's open up the boxes and take a look and see what we've got here. Okay. And there's the unit itself. As you can see, it's fairly compact. This can be rack mounted as well, or you can use the actual handle that comes with the unit and carry it around. It has a handle that mounts here to the side. The 6-pack has a 1600 milliamp power supply built into it. That means that there's over 265 milliamps per slot, which is very good, so it won't load down when you have 6 modules loaded into it. There's plenty of juice for everything. The actual construction of the unit is 14 gauge steel, which helps quite a bit in terms of the shielding. Like all Radial stuff, it seems to be quite rugged and well put together. I'll open up the bag here and pull it out of here real quick. See if I can show you the back panel as well. There's quite a bit of routing flexibility and switching capabilities in this unit. And if I can get this off of here, there we go, I can show you what this has on it. The power supply, which I imagine is in here, is separate, which also helps in terms of keeping the noise levels down. On the back panel here, as you can see, you've got your XLR inputs and outputs. There's also 1/4-inch TRS inputs and outputs that are wired in parallel with the main inputs and outputs. This allows you to do some creative patching with it as well. You also have D-sub connectors, which allows you to connect this to your DAW workstation fairly quickly and easily. And there's even a pair of auxiliary inputs that can be routed to inputs 1 and 4, or you can route them to the D-sub outputs as well, which really helps facilitate patching. Like I said, it's quite rugged. There is a handle for it so you can carry it separately. There is even an optional rack mount kit for this, so if you want to take it on the road, you can do that as well. So since 500 series stuff has become very, very popular, been looking forward to actually being able to test some of these products from Radial as well as other companies, and this is going to allow us to do that. So we're going to review this first, and we're going to be doing a lot of module reviews as well. So we're going to open up the module packet here and see what Radial sent us in that box as well here in just a moment. But I'm really looking forward to testing this, so stay tuned for the full review. Okay, let's take a look at what's inside the box here in terms of modules. Looks like they sent us quite a collection. It's pretty crammed full here. Okay. First two out of the box here. We have a Powerpre. This is a discrete mic preamp, solid state. It has a Hammond transformer output. It also has a 3-position Vox switch for changing the amount of air or punch in the preamp. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. This one here is the Powertube. This is also a mic preamp, and in this case this is a high voltage tube preamp, so it uses a Jensen input transformer. Good quality stuff. Another unit I'm definitely interested in checking out. And let's see what we have here. Okay, this is a Q3. This is an equalizer module. This is an induction coil based EQ, so it's a little more old school sounding, or at least old school in terms of design. It's a 3-band EQ with switchable EQ settings. So you've got a 12-position switch for each one of these bands, and you've got high and low frequency boost as well as a mid-range cut. So this is a little bit more old school style. Should sound interesting. Looking forward to checking that one out. And let's see what else we have here. This is a Q4. This is also an equalizer module. This is 100% discrete, Class A EQ. This is a 4-band EQ. You've got high and low shelving EQ controls as well as 2 semi-parametric mid-range bands. So a little bit more traditional, what more modern engineers are used to using. Another cool EQ to check out for us. And let's see here. This is a compressor limiter called the Komit. And again, this is an auto-detecting, feed-forward, VCA-based compressor. It uses, I believe, diode clipping for the limiter, so it should have some character in terms of its limiter sound. Very much looking forward to checking that out. And then, oh, this is really cool. This is the EXTC. Now what this is this is a module that allows you to interface your studio equipment with your guitar rig. So you can use your guitar effects pedals as effects units with your DAW. So for example, if you wanted to use a distortion or a fuzz pedal as an effect on a vocal that you've tracked, this box will let you do it. So this should be a lot of fun. I have quite a rather varied and expansive guitar pedal collection, as you might imagine. So I'll be able to check that out with these as well. And because I have 6 different modules here, I'll be able to really load that power supply up and make sure that it doesn't sag even when it's under a heavy load. So I'm sure it won't, but it's nice that they sent me enough that I can fill up the rack completely and test it out. So we're going to be giving each one of these units a separate review. So there'll be a review coming first of the actual 6-pack. The rack mount and the modules will come separately as their own individual reviews. So stay tuned. We'll have those here for you shortly after I've had a chance to play with all of these for a while. And as always, thanks for watching.